So it's officially been 1 week since my surgery, and today I'm finally gonna see my doctor. It's the first appointment after the surgery, so most likely just gonna clean my incisions, check how they're healing, and see what the next steps are after being immobile for 1 week. I've had my leg extended and elevated for the past week. Haven't been able to move it. I've only done like quad sets and ankle pumps, since that's what the doctor said I could do. But other than that, it's been no mobility, no movement. I don't have any type of flexion at the moment since my meniscus was sutured, so it has to stay straight in order to heal. And then for my ACL, I got a hamstring graft, which I feel sometimes. It feels like a slight stretch in my hamstring every now and then, and it does get uncomfortable, but we manage. I've been waking up at 6 a.m. every morning so I can get an injection on my belly. Since I can't move, there's a higher risk of blood clots after the surgery, so I have to take these injections that thin my blood and reduce any risk of blood clots. That way I can safely keep my leg extended for a longer period of time. But yeah. Good morning. It is currently 6 in the morning, and it's time for my blood thinner injection or anticoagulant. This injection is to prevent any blood clots in my legs, since I haven't been moving it. So yeah, let's get into it. So the injection goes on either side of my belly button, and I have to pinch and inject. So yeah. That's basically it. Now we can go back to sleep for like another hour or two. And yeah. And then the rest of my day is basically me sitting or laying down with my leg elevated, fully extended, watching TV shows, games, or even editing my videos. Just trying to stay productive. So I showered up and got ready to see the doctor. This is my setup basically every day, and yeah, I'll see you guys at the hospital. I am now checked in and waiting at the hospital. Gotta wait with her leg extended. But yeah, we're gonna see the doctor soon. We are now waiting in the nursery room. We're gonna check out my scars and how it is. Got the wounds all cleaned up, and this is how they look. So before I rest for the day, I want to show you guys 3 exercises that I do on a daily basis. And I end up doing them around 3 to 4 times a day. It's quad sets, ankle pumps, and leg raises, single leg raises. So let's take off the brace so I can do the exercises. You guys can see a little bit more how the muscle works, even though I don't have that much muscle. But yeah, since I can't bend my knee yet, I have to focus on keeping it straight, and the way I keep it straight is by always having my quad contracted. So for quad sets, all we do is squeeze the quad as tight as we can for 10 seconds at a time. We can see it's a little bit swollen still. This is where the brace is, so the swelling is looks goofy. But yeah, so for quad sets, we just squeeze as hard as we can for 10 seconds. We rest 10 seconds, and then we repeat it 10 times. And that's one exercise done. Relax, 10 seconds. And then we go again. Alright, so that's it for quad sets. Quad sets are one of the most important exercises to do after the surgery, since right after the surgery, I couldn't activate my quad at all. It was like turned off. I couldn't even try to flex it because it wouldn't budge. But right now, as I do these exercises, I get more used to the feeling of squeezing my quad again, and it helps me keep my legs straight when I lift it. So that's another plus. And yeah, now we're gonna move on to ankle pumps. We do 2 sets of 10 since these are just reps. And yeah, we pump our ankle up and down, and this just helps stimulate blood flow through my leg. It can relieve swelling and keeps my joint moving so it doesn't get stiff. So that was it for ankle pumps, and now we move on to single leg raises. Single leg raises is to activate my hip flexor right here. Usually it's one of the harder exercises to do after surgery, since you have to keep your quad really tight. So in my case, since I can't bend my knee, I have to keep my knee straight. So I have to keep my quad straight in order to have my leg straight. So yeah, we do 10 reps of 10 seconds each. So we go up and we hold for 10 seconds. And then we relax. And then we repeat that 9 more times. You guys can probably tell I struggle a little bit more with this one, as I do end up shaking a little bit, but That's normal as long as I keep my quad contracted. And we relax. And yeah, that's it for my exercises. I do them 3 to 4 times a day, and I ice right after. So I don't really give it a chance to start swelling up, since swelling reduces mobility. But yeah, that's it. So as I ice and elevate my leg, I try to keep myself busy by either reviewing footage, editing my videos, I watch games, and yeah, I tend to keep the ice on there for around 8 to 12 minutes. It depends on if I feel it that sore or not. It's more just to prevent any swelling after I do the exercises. But yeah, I also have 30 degrees of flexion on my brace, which isn't a lot, but at least I can start flexing it a little bit. I do a little bit of movement every now and then. I bend my knee a tiny bit to where 30 degrees is. On the other leg, it's about this much. So that's 0 degrees. It's about that much flexion. It's really barely any. So next week I go up to 60 degrees of flexion, and then the following 90. And after that, I do 10-degree increments every following week. So until I get my full range of motion back, which can't wait for that. And hopefully after 6 weeks, I'll be able to start putting weight on my leg. So I'll be able to start walking and getting used to being back on my feet.